Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning to you. How you guys feeling today? I don't know about you, but today's Monday, and you're like, Chuck, why is Chuck so energetic on a Monday? You know why? Because I decided to go healthy. So this weekend, I'm taking my vitamins, my shakes, my minerals, healthy, flush the system. And I have somebody coming on today to talk about all about health. You want to get healthy? I want to get healthy. Let's get healthy together. Let's go. Good morning, and let's get healthy together with my special guest, Dorah. Hey, Dorah, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. So, if no one knows what we do behind the scenes to get this going, you know what I mean?
I know. A lot of work for sure. Kudos to you, Charles.
Thank you. But it's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us a little bit about Dorah. Before we get into this, this health and stuff, tell us about you. What are you all about? Did you always know you wanted to do this? Where did you grow up? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I grew up in Uganda, which is in East Africa. And we always had a garden. Like there was a rule around our house that everybody had to have a garden patch, and you had to feed everybody out of that, and it had to be a balanced meal.
Okay.
So I grew up really understanding the importance of nutrition, right? So when I eventually moved to Canada, quite quickly, I started eating all the wrong things, and I got very sick, lost my appendix because of that. And then again, it came back to me that, you know what? Health is important. What you put into your body is important, right? So you need to think about those things. You can't just consume without being informed. So again, that kind of came back to haunt me, I guess, and I got back on the track of being healthy, dealt with some weight issues. I put on a lot of weight, 266 pounds, and eventually realized, you know what, if I want to be alive, if I want to be able to achieve my goals, be there for the children that I have adopted, all 24 of them, then I need to stay healthy. They need their mother healthy. So so I lost weight, started getting back onto shakes, the items that I'm taking with Herbal Life, and they work for me. They're keeping me at the weight that I want. They're giving me the health that I need. So what else could I ask for?
All right, so let's back up because you dropped a couple of stuff there, and people were like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What did she just say? What she just say?" Okay, hold on, back up. How many kids?
24.
20. See, you could have just dropped that. So, you dropped that and just kept going. Well, 24 kids, and
right.
So tell us about the kids.
The children are all in Uganda, so I haven't legally adopted them and brought them over to Canada or anything like that. But we're taking care of them in Uganda with one of my best friends and his wife. And we basically pull the resources out of whatever we have. Whatever we can spare is what we are able to give them a good education. We literally took them off the streets. Actually, people found them on the streets and came over to us because they know the kind of heart that we have, what we represent, what we stand for, and said, hey, here's another child. Can you help them out? And we basically take them. 24 is the max we can handle right now. When they graduate and move on, then we can get somebody else. But yeah, we give them food, a place to stay. We put many of them in boarding school because we don't have a house of our own. My friend is actually renting, which is a problem. So we have to put them in boarding school so they have a shelter over their head and they can have a good education.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I want to make sure we got that. So you're doing a great job. So kudos on you for that one, to helping out people, because that's what it's all about. If we can help others in a little bit of way or something, then that's a great job.
Yeah.
All right. So now we can get back to the health.
Okay.
but there's another part that you talked about that you did real quick, and I was like, wait a minute. You said, what did you lose? Your
I was 266 pounds at my heaviest weight.
266 pounds.
66 pounds.
Okay.
Yes. And it's crept up on me. That just goes to show that if you don't watch, if you don't kind of take look at yourself and not trying to figure out where you are, you can put on the pounds really quickly. And by the time you get on the scale, you're like, how did I get here? And that's literally what happened to me, was that I just sort of ate whatever I had. I was trying to eat healthy, but I guess, yeah, there are a whole bunch of things which get into later, which
Hmm.
shows that sometimes you could be eating well, but you could still be putting on weight, right?
Yes,
Because your
yes.
toxins, you're not getting your nutrients and vitamins and all of that stuff. Just because you're eating doesn't mean that you're going to be healthy. You got to eat the right stuff.
Okay. And then there's another part that you were talking about, and I have to touch that part too. You said you lost, what did you lose?
I'm down to 150 pounds now.
Yeah,
So I lost between 266 and 150. So that amount, over 100 pounds.
that's another person.
Yes, entirely.
That's a whole nother person right there. Okay, but then you said,
Yes.
but then you also mentioned like your is it your kidney, your spleen? You talked about that a second ago.
Yes, because you know what? When I moved to Canada, I stopped my way of eating, which was eating organic foods. Before that, I never knew anything that was not organic. Most of the food that we ate that we grew ourselves out in the country, out in the village, or out in the city where we were living in our backyard, right? And then we bought others from the market. It was all fresh stuff. It was all organic. When I moved to Canada, I started eating everything that I could lay my hands on, forgot it, because I really didn't understand the concept of organic and non-organic, because over there it's all organic, right?
Right,
So you
right.
don't even think about anything else. So when I got here, what I was eating was all the processed commercial stuff, drinking lots of pop, because back home it's expensive, right? To have pop. So I was like, oh, I got pop here. So I'm drinking lots of pop. I'm eating lots of meat, not knowing all that has gone into making them, into growing them, right?
Right.
So obviously, within exactly 1 year, I got very sick. Didn't know why I was sick that way. Got a horrible belly ache. 3 days later, realized I could have died from an appendix that ruptured 3 days earlier.
Mm.
So I'm actually grateful to be alive, because the toxins just went through my body and totally changed me. Like if you looked at me, I looked really different because my body was struggling to stay alive. And so, yeah, so that's why to me, I look at all the issues that I've had to deal with, and I realize, yeah, I have to take my health into my own hands, educate myself, and live as healthy as I can.
Right, because health is a main issue. We did a telethon on the weekend. We try to raise some money for
Yes,
people with COVID-19, for like people from back home from Jamaica, because like you said, food is a key thing. And if we don't have a
yes,
proper food, we're gonna go off and try to grab the quick little bites that we can. You know what I mean? If
yes.
there's burgers on sale right now, $1.99, go get a hamburger. We're gonna rush and go get that quick hamburger, right?
That's right. That's right.
So we need to stay healthy.
Yeah.
So how did you go from thinking about, okay, I'm getting all these great little hamburgers here, French fries, shakes, we got Toonie Tuesday chicken wings, we have fried chicken. It's something that everybody wants to go get real quick. How do you just say one time, okay, that's it, I'm done?
Well, in my case, really, I can say it's a blessing in disguise that for a second time, so you had me, losing my appendix 1 year after I came to Canada. Years later, which was just 2013, I had another major health crisis that took 3 years to resolve, right? And I had to be off of work, mandated by my doctor, off work. You're not allowed to work. And was because of what was happening to me neurologically, my heart, my lungs, like everything was just shutting down, right? And when they did a test of my blood to see the nutrients I had in my body, the chemicals
Mm-hmm.
I had in my body, the hormones, everything was literally depleted. They did
Wow.
not even understand how I could still be alive. And I started getting fainting spells, falling on the road, with cars coming at me. Thankful I never got hit or anything like that, right? And then finally, one last time, because I was being stubborn, I was like, I can do this. I'm
Right,
okay.
right.
I'm probably just missing some iron and I'll be okay. But then I broke my leg. When I broke my leg, that stopped me in my tracks. So I realized finally, now the thing that I feared the most really is losing your ability to get around, right? And so I realized, okay, something's following me here, and it all has to do with what I'm putting in my mouth, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. So I need to pay attention to my body. So I started just informing myself more and tapping inside me to the dream that I've always had to, like, maybe have a nutrition bar or have some sort of business that has to do with health, so that I
Okay.
can not only just do it for myself but inform other people, because I'm really a teacher at heart. I'm an educator. I love to let other people know the truth so they can take care of themselves and their children, right? Yeah, so they don't have to go through what I went through. So basically, that's sort of what drew my heart towards living healthy and, eating as little as possible as I can of things that are processed and stuff like that. But really just looking at your containers. What are you eating? What are you consuming? Going to Google and educating myself about what is good for me. What do I need? What does a human body need to be able to survive, right? And it seems like it's easy, I guess, but if you don't put it into action, then you're still not helping yourself and your health is going to suffer. And the funny thing about the body is that it takes a while. It doesn't just suffer all at once. It takes maybe years of having your body beaten down, abused, not having the nutrients it needs for it to eventually kind of show the symptoms, to manifest those symptoms, right? So if you want good health, it starts today. And you may not get perfect health now, but a year from now, at least you're going to be getting a lot better health than you have if you get started now. So the trick is to get started.
And the funny thing is, as I have this picture on the screen, we don't realize that there's a lot of components in our body. We think about our cars.
Yes.
If we look at our car, we have to go get maintenance on our car. We have to get oil changes and check our tires, put fuel and gas in our car, make sure everything is greased up. We don't think of our bodies as a high performance machine like a car. We have to do the same thing with us.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And thankfully for me, I did take courses that explain the body better, which also gives me more love for the fact that nutrition is very important and supplements are very important, right? Your heart, your lungs, your liver, all of those depend on what you're putting into them. So if your brain is going to give your body the command, because the brain is the one that gives the command for the entire body to do what it needs to do, to function well, then it means you have to feed your brain food, right? Which means you have to get your nutrients and vitamins that has to get into there. And one thing that people don't realize also, which I didn't realize forever, is that just because you're eating doesn't mean you're getting all your vitamins and minerals going into your organs, into your body to let you work well. There could be things that might be blocking the ability of those minerals and vitamins to get into your body. You may have good nutrition. You might have excellent nutrition, very expensive nutrition. But if it doesn't make its way into your cells, then it's as though you just flushed that out of your body. You put it in your mouth and it came out and it actually didn't do anything for you or very little for you. So we need to remember that. So sometimes if you're eating very well, but if you seem to have these deficiencies, then you might want to look at whether there are things that are blocking that food, that nutrition from going into your body. And there are things for it, like cell activator, right, that you can use to open up your cells so that now you can take in the nutrition that you're eating. Another thing too could be that you feel you're eating a lot, like especially in North America, in Canada, in a lot of the developed world, we might be eating all the right things, sure, but then it's not enough of the minerals and vitamins because of the way these things are produced. They're not allowed to come to full maturity. The soils they're growing in are depleted of mineral vitamins. So then if you're growing something in something depleted, what do you expect is going to go into your body? It's going to be depleted too. It's not going to be the full amount of what you need. So again, that's a big one. I hear a lot of people say, I eat very well, so why are you asking me to eat something else? Well, it's because maybe you're not getting everything that you need, right? So in that case, you must think. We must. It's not an if I should or should it be. It's a must. Every one of us has to have supplements. Or at least have some form of nutrition that's dense, nutrition dense.
Okay, so what I'm taking away from what you're saying is, and I'm going to use a car analogy again, I could be going to get all the oil changes I want.
Yes.
But if my car is leaking oil, it's not really working. Yeah. I keep putting oil in my car and I'm driving around the city and it keeps leaking out. So we could be eating all these great foods.
Yes.
But we're not really getting them in our body because there's something that's happening that's flushing them back out. They're not staying in our bodies properly.
That's correct. You got it.
All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to dive in now the minerals of what you've learned, how you can help us. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com. Yes, we're back with Dorah, and we're just sitting there. And during the break, I saw you drink a couple more sips of your shakes. I got you. I saw you. What's your flavor? What were you drinking a while ago?
It's beverage mix, which would be peach and mango flavor. It's not the only thing, right? I've got 5 items in it that makes it a powerful drink, right? So you got the beverage mix. You've got the active fiber, which is basically apple. Then you've got the herbal tea, which is lemon flavor. You've got probiotics, simply probiotic. That's huge, right? Because we need it in our stomach to basically open up open up whatever is inside there so we can absorb the food, right? And then I put some aloe drink, which is mandarin flavor. So I've got a whole bunch of flavors in it. And my goodness, when you drink that, you just feel like you're ready to go. It's full of energy. It's full of all the minerals and vitamins that you need. It's also got protein in it.
Okay. See, I'm good. I like my shakes. You know what I mean? I do my protein shakes, my powder shakes. But when the green shakes come at me, I'm like, if it's green, it's like, I know it's the healthiest stuff. Like when it's green, it's healthy, right? When they tell you when the shake is green, It's healthy. But I don't know. I gotta put some ice cream or strawberries on it or something. I don't know.
You can have it whichever way you want to have it. Add something to it. That's always okay, as long as it's healthy stuff, right?
There we go. All right. So let's get into it then. So along with the power shakes and getting the vitamins and minerals, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we always say, oh, I'm too busy. I can't stop and have a full salad. I can't stop and have whatever. But just the way we were talking, you can take a shake with you and still get all your vitamins, still get all what you need in you. You don't have to make excuses and, I'll stop at get a quick coffee and a donut or somewhere. You can get the shakes that you need in your system.
Absolutely. And that's the convenience of items that we have today. The age in which we are living is that things are already prepackaged, made out for you. You know, they're in wonderful little containers like this. Right. So, I mean, you got it. It's right there. You don't have to worry about, going and making it up in your kitchen and stuff like that. You just pour it out. The way I start my day, literally, sometimes when I have to go to work, I have my shake bottle and I've got my drink bottle, right?
Okay.
My juice bottle, kind of. So basically, I just put water in it. You're putting water in, you're throwing your powder mix into it, which is easy. 2 scoops of the meal replacement, 1 scoop of the protein mix, shake it up. Literally less than 30 seconds and you could be good to go. You can drink it then, or you could just take it with you on the road and drink it as you go, right? For me, I usually drink it on the road because I don't have a lot of time to kind of sit and drink before I head out, right? And then for your drink, it's something that you can make a big container of it, especially now that we're getting warmer weather. You don't have to make something small, just like this one. It doesn't have to be that small. This is big enough, but it doesn't have to be that small. It can be even 3 times or 4 times that size. There are all kinds of bottles out there that you could use. And just make yourself a big drink, keep it cool, throw some ice into it, and you're good to go. And you can sip that throughout the entire day. So that's something that you did first thing in the morning or just before you left your house. So it's really convenient. It's actually more convenient for you to have it in your house than for you to go and stop and line up somewhere to get it from a juice bar or a healthy place.
Especially now with COVID, you stand in a line, you're going to be in a line a long time just to get one shake or to get some vitamins. So do it at home. Buy the products, do it at home. So let's talk about it. You do products right now. You can help us with it. You're doing products. Tell us more about what we can do with you.
Yes, you certainly could if you're looking at losing weight, because I've had so many people complain about gaining a lot of weight during this coronavirus spell that we're having. So if someone's looking at losing weight, you just buy your protein mix, you buy your meal replacement, take that home with you. Shake it up. You can have it twice a day. And honestly, I didn't think this was true when I first started. I thought there's no way I'm going to drink 1 cup of shakes and then I'm going to be full. I'm still going to be thinking about food. And I personally hate thinking about food. Like if I have to think about it more than 20 minutes, then something's wrong, right? So I took my shake, and you find that it keeps you full. The moment you've actually drank it, give yourself about 10 minutes, and you're going to get that sensation of being full, and yet at the same time getting over 21 minerals and vitamins. How much could you ask for? Remember, we talked about that leaky vehicle, right? You
You're
put
right.
in the gas,
Yeah.
and then it's leaking.
Right.
You put in the food into your body, and you're not getting enough. So if you have that, you're actually getting everything. So it's nutrient dense. It's not like you have to eat many meals. It's many things that have been put together to ensure that we have all the essential minerals and vitamins, and that's over 21 of them. Then when it comes to like supplementing beyond that, like for example, I gave a story of my own self with my heart, knowing that not that I really have like major heart issues or whatever it is, but my nutrients were not going to be able to allow my heart to get what it's supposed to get, right? So when I take supplements, amazing. There is something that's called Col Complex, for example, right? And Col Complex will just do everything for your heart. It'll let your heart run smoothly. It'll help to cleanse, like your arteries and stuff like that, so that your blood is pumping properly, because you don't want to have like your very high pressure through your body and stuff like that. So things like this help. They help to regulate what's happening inside your veins, your arteries. It helps to cleanse out your liver. We've got supplements that help to do that as well, because we know that the liver does a major job in the body. It's constantly cleansing. And with all the toxins that we also have, not only the things we eat or drink, but also toxins that come from the environment through our skin, or that we breathe it in, right?
Okay.
Especially now, like with coronavirus. If you're keeping your body with everything that it needs, then you have what would you call that? Like you've got the ability to fight off anything that's coming into you. You're boosting your immunity. And that's one key thing. One major item that I would also talk about is called Rose Guard. Rose Guard has got to be one of our greatest items that Herbal Life has, which is to boost your immunity. And who couldn't use a boost of immunity right now? So there are all kinds of things, like every one of them tailored to something different, a combination of them to target different areas. So if you know what your symptoms are, if you know what your issues are, you can say, well, okay, let's give something for my heart, let's give something to my liver, let's give something for my kidneys, And the thing is, they're safe. They don't have the side effects that you might be able to get with other items that you might get from a pharmaceutical or something like that. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't take what your doctor has prescribed. Because I get that question too, where people say, if I'm taking supplements, can I then let go of what the doctor's prescribed? The answer to that is no. We've all got to be very smart. You can't just get off your medications like that. You got to make sure that your doctor is aware so that they can get you off in a safe manner. But also, you can be using supplements. And yes, if you need to let your doctors know what you're taking, by all means, let them know I'm taking these supplements. Is that okay, right? So that, in case you have any concerns about that. But most people are just able to go out and purchase these things, use them just so that you can be better. Boosted immunity, better health. A lot of these things also help to cleanse your colon, because if your colon is not cleansed, guess what? You end up putting on weight. I know that firsthand, right? Because I had a problem with constipation. So if you have an issue with constipation and you're overweight, you might consider that maybe there's a correlation there. Cleanse that gut, and when you do, then you're going to be wanting to eat healthy stuff, not craving things with sugar, salt, and all the things that are wrong for your body, right? Because, so then you'll eat healthy, add supplements to it so that you can be the best you that you can be.
There you
So,
go.
yeah, we got all kinds.
Great advice. Great advice. So give her a call, 289-244-3898. That's 289-244-3898. Give her a call. We had the chart. I put the chart up because I was looking at the chart while you were speaking about the minerals and vitamins. If we put all those things together, like what you were saying, you had a little bit of this in it, you had a little bit of this in your drink, you had a little bit of this, you're getting all the vitamins and nutrients you need. And some people don't like taking vitamin pills. Okay, you don't have to. You can mix a lot of these things together to give you the vitamins and nutrients you want. There's many things you can do for your body. But a key thing that she said that I always feel that is 100% is before the winter comes, we always take our car to the mechanic to do what? Get a tune-up. Get the car ready for the winter. So the same thing. Why do we never tune up our own bodies, get our bodies ready so that we don't get sick in the long run? We always have to make sure that our bodies are always tuned up. So make sure that we do that 100%. All right. here, I'm going to put this up one more time. And before we let you go, tell us about one key thing. I always like to give my guests a one key tip that you want to give us that can keep us going in the mornings. What do you do? Do you do like people told me they take a shot of lemon in the morning. They take a little honey. What do you do? Give us one tip.
One tip would be definitely taking something like lift off, right? Lift off is a good day starter. It is literally, it's power packed. It's got things for energy. So then your energy is already up right away. Okay. You feel motivated to get started with your day, to achieve. It gives you mental clarity, right? So you're focused, you're not foggy and kind of feeling like, oh my goodness, do I have to do those things? It's Monday again. Or, oh my goodness, I'm going to be home again because of coronavirus. I feel like I don't have any hope, right? And sometimes that happens when your brain starts to get foggy. You feel kind of let down. You don't feel like you're able to achieve. But this gives you the mental clarity, gives you energy, so you can get up and actually do some reno at home, play with the kids, gives you that extra energy that sometimes we feel we don't have when you're running around with little children.
Right.
Help them do their studies, call people up, connect that way. When you're feeling good about yourself, when you feel energetic, it shows in your face. It shows in your skin. And so, connecting with other people will be easy. You don't feel like you have to hide. Oh my goodness, I put on too much weight. I don't look good anymore. Turn off the cameras. You actually want the cameras to turn on to you because you know you got something to share with the world. So definitely use your lift off, get your brain started, get yourself charged, and give the best you to the world because we need people like you.
All right. That's great advice. Before we let you go, we have something here we call the Queen Wave. So this is your opportunity to say hi to anybody, shout out anybody you want to. This is your opportunity. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. I want to say a big hi to everyone from IWB, all of the people that love me and support me. Big up to Svetlana, definitely always being there for me. Svetlana is almost like my Ugandan girl, even though she's actually Russian, I just love her to pieces for sure. Charles, thank you so much for, doing this journey with me. It's the beginning for me, first time to be on a podcast like this. My goodness, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for your patience, your guidance. Yeah, I just love all of you people. You know what? Go for it. Go for the best you that you can. It's not about where you're going to be putting your money. If you think about your health, it's probably the most valuable thing that you have, right? And make sure you take that, guard your health, invest in yourself first before you can invest in other people that are around you that I'm sure you really love very much. So kudos to everyone there. Mwah!
Thank you so much. You have a great day, Dorah. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, okay, Charles. You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Yes. And see, energy. All she has is energy. Lovely lady talking behind the scenes. She's energetic, ready to go. I think that's what a lot of us need. And maybe it's our food. Maybe, we eat certain things. And hey, let me put it to you this way. Have you ever craved something? You ran out, you ate it. And then afterwards you felt, sluggish. And you go, I should have never eaten that. Well, maybe this is our bodies are telling us something. So something, when you have a chance, do give her a call. Call her, ask her, say, hey, how did you lose the weight? What did you do? Give her a call, 289-244-3898. It doesn't hurt, all right? But like I always tell you, you didn't have to watch, but you did. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Have a great day. Tell someone you love them, give them a hug, give them a kiss. Enjoy life. We'll see you next time.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.